Okay, thanks, Mike. Thank you, EP Wealth Management, and thank you for everyone who is participating today. For those of you who don't know what elder law is, I'll tell you in a nutshell that it is the practice of helping our clients avoid the financial devastation of a long-term care need. And as I said, that's in a nutshell, but there's so much more to it. Elder law is a subset of estate planning. So we want to make sure that our clients have their estate planning documents in order. And by the way, we don't service only seniors. We service anybody from 18 years old and up because we feel that everybody at every juncture in their lives must have estate planning documents done. So what are estate planning documents? They are wills, powers of attorney, healthcare directives, and living wills. And those documents change as we age. So whereas some people assume that elder law attorneys are there just to get people on Medicaid or qualify them for Medicaid, it really couldn't be further from the truth. Most of the work that we do is making sure our clients' documents are in order to avoid things like guardianships or undue influence claims. But we also do help people protect their assets in the face of a potential or an imminent long-term care need. And what I've found, and I think this is really important and compelling because I've been doing this a long time. At first, my main goal was to make sure that we protected people's assets and made sure that their documents were correct. But as my practice has grown and as I've become more and more experienced and have had an opportunity to reflect on what I do, I think the most important thing for people, especially seniors, is the peace of mind that comes with planning. So the bottom line here is that when we see, let's say, for instance, a married couple and one spouse is going through a healthcare crisis, well, very often the healthy spouse is the one that is shouldering that entire burden. A lot of times they are either the sole caregiver or they are commandeering the various caregivers that are coming in and out of the house or helping take their loved one to the hospital or from the hospital to rehab and back. And what we find very often is that they're not communicating with their children because they're too proud. And so we have a consistent group of clients coming in where mom, for instance, has been hiding the fact that dad is suffering with dementia. And so she's covering for him all the time, but she's also helping him dress and bathe and get out of bed in the morning, and it's wearing on her. So when these families have a plan in place and they know that, number one, we've designated all the proper people that need to be part of the plan, and that we have a strategy in place, either a long-term strategy for protecting assets, or in the event that there's an imminent need that maybe they're afraid they're not going to be able to afford. What that does is that gives both spouses and the family peace of mind. And I can't emphasize enough how important peace of mind is to people, especially those people who are aging and going through a healthcare crisis or a potential healthcare crisis. So I'd like to believe by doing this planning, a lot of times we are able to help families survive longer and happier.